In this video, we're going to do explosion. That's a very interesting composition format, and it's easy. But the first step is always the sketch. So the sketch shows where I want to put the elements that are most interesting. It's in the top right, not in the middle, not on the bottom, not on the side, only about 1/3 to before the side of the paper and 1/3 down. So if you've studied the golden mean, that's the perfect spot. So we're going to start with little dabs of paint. This is a very easy composition, and what I'm showing you here is just the easiest way you could ever do this composition. I'm starting off with a white that's got a bit of gray in it, and it's a little diluted so it doesn't look very strong. It's just a light white, and it looks like a gray when it's thin. I started out on a black background simply because it's a painting that I painted over, and I like this surface, and I really like working with black. I like a black background. I like a red background. I like several different colored backgrounds more than I like white. I rarely work on a white background, but I do occasionally. Now we're going to add red. This is like a reddish orange. The bottle said red, but to me this is really like a dark orange. And I add more elements of orange than I did of the white. And I use different sizes. So I have small elements of the orange, larger elements, and here I'm going to do a bit of splashing too. So we're going to splash a little bit of that orange, and then I have small, medium, large, extra large marks. So whenever you're creating this composition, also other compositions, it's important to vary your marks. You want to have small, medium, and large. Here I have mini, small, medium, and large. This is going to be a high key painting, a painting that's very bright, using mainly colors that are primary colors, but also a few secondary, but they're very bright colors. I thought it would go well with the actual name of the composition, Explosion. So here I just keep going and I add small, medium, and large marks. And I try to make them a little different from the orange marks so they don't look all the same. And again, I spatter a little bit, so I have small, very small, medium, and large. And I want to vary the marks. I want to make sure that they're different and they don't look all the same. Remember, you're not a machine. It's not a machine making this. It's a human being. The next color is white, so I spatter a little bit of white, just so I'm repeating the white that I had before, and I add a few marks. I don't want that many. I don't want as many as I did for the orange or for the yellow. I just want a little bit of a highlight. Sorry about my hand. I just couldn't figure out how to do that, and I'm no good as a lefty. In fact, I can't hardly do anything with my left hand. So look, there's less marks, but they work. They really help brighten the piece and add another dimension. So they are nice and bright. They highlight the other colors. Now it's dry and I'm adding one more color. Normally what I do in between each color is I let it dry. In this case, I added the white, I let it dry. It doesn't show on camera because I just cut it so that it looks like I'm doing it all at once. If you do too much of this all at once, the colors blend together and it doesn't always look good. I love this purple. It's one of my favorite colors. And when I went to India quite a few years ago now, I saw orange and purple together and it looked awesome. And before then, I had never thought of putting it together. So this is something that I've been trying to combine since then. I just love the way it looks. It makes that orange just pop. So the scene looks really good. So again, spattering. So I have very small marks and some medium marks and some larger marks. Remember, you're getting an explosion. You want it to look like an explosion. So when there's an explosion, there's little pieces, big pieces, medium pieces, all kinds of pieces. And they all scatter. You want it to look scattered. You don't want it to look planned. Not bad. I don't mind this, but I'm going to add a bit more white. Near the focal point, you want it to be really contrasty. So I also want it to look random. So I'm going to spatter. If I used my brush and I added these dots, they would look placed. But when you spatter like this, it looks like it really happened. It was really an explosion. Here it is up close, the explosion composition. See you in the next video.